everybody? Welcome back to another episode. Thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight because we're in the Hangout. Nefty, how are you, my friend? Welcome. Thank you for being here tonight with us.
Thank you for having me. Well, what's up, world? How's everyone doing tonight? Joker J?
Hello.
Joker J, welcome. Thank you for being here. Long time.
Howdy. We're here again.
We're still waiting on a bunch of people, guys, so don't think this is it. Everybody is super late as always, but they want to give me a hard time when I'm late once in a while. So guys, so let me say hello to you guys real quickly because I want to get started right away because this is very it's very exciting for me. Okay, it's very exciting for me. And it's very interesting as well because of what this means for one of these announcements. So let's say hello to you guys first, and then we get started, guys. We got Uncarded in the house. Welcome, my friend. Says if you're not jabbed, come talk to us. We got the news over here. Oh my God, already. How are you, my friend?
Hello.
Welcome. We got Figment in the house. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing
2 nights in a row. Yes. Hopefully, the YouTube world welcomes me 2 nights in a row. We got Joe in the house. Welcome.
Konnichiwa means what's up.
How are you, my friend? Welcome. We got Bo.
How you doing?
Little
The
Bo.
night one.
We got, let's see who else we got in the house. What does he say? Okay, who's getting the 3D printed mall nightlight?
Let's go.
Oh my God. Unbelievable. Don't be disrespectful on my stream, okay? We have Leo in the house. Welcome, my friend.
Hello.
Being here. We got Ernesto in the house. Welcome, my friend.
Konnichiwa means what's up.
We got Brad. We got Brad on time for once. Welcome.
I'm doing.
Nice to see you, Brad. Peasant guy. Let's talk inner goodness. Unbelievable.
Yes. Yeah.
3D printed mole. This guy. He loves thinking. Anytime Hot Toys makes something different, there's Brad. All right, guys. So let's get right to it. Okay. First,
I haven't had a chance to look at this stuff, so I'm excited.
so we're gonna get your raw
Feedback?
your raw take on this. So
You're gonna get something raw.
first and foremost, guys, okay? So let's put it this way. Oh, we have Gina. Welcome.
Oh, there she is.
Nice to see you.
Konnichiwa, bitch.
You knew that was coming.
So I've seen already a lot of disapproval of this piece, a lot of complaining about the piece, a lot of who asked for this about the piece, a lot of I feel like people are very quick to put down something they're not interested in, something they don't like, so they just, who asked for this? Why is Hot Toys doing this? Number one, you guys are looking at it as if, what it is. Oh, who wants a statue? Who wants a hologram statue? Maybe no one. But Hot Toys makes this for a reason. Okay. Number one, the fact that they're making this limited, okay, tells you everything you need to know. Why? They're going to make that money. Whether you like it or not, they're making that money. Okay. So if you hate it, if you don't want it, if you want, talking about why Hot Toys is bothering with this, guess what? They're still going to make their money. And you're going to be the one without it. Number two, remember that a lot of things that Hot Toys does as a company, it's never a one-off, at least not anymore, right? So if this is what we're getting, right, for the first time, we're getting a mall, pretty much It says 1/6 scale, but remember that when we get 1/6 scale figures, right? The actual 1/6 scale hologram that we get within the figure is a 1/6 scale hologram. They're calling this a 1/6 scale hologram. How can this be a 1/6? So we're getting another tiny thing like that? Absolutely not. So this should actually be called a 1-to-1 scale because it's got to be that much bigger, right? It should feel like if we're holding it in our hand, this is what it would look like in real life if it was real, right? So that's what this, huh?
Yeah.
So that's what it should feel like. That's what it should look like, and that's what it should be. So the fact that they labeled it 1/6 scale, they named it 1/6 scale, that's wrong because it shouldn't be a 1/6 scale. Because again, we already got the 1/6 scale, specifically Darth Maul, because he's right there, and I could go grab him. Right, so it's not a 1/6 scale. The figure is a 1/6 scale, and that hologram is a 1/6 scale for the figure. Right, so that's number one. Number two. Remember that when Hot Toys, I'm going to remove this real quickly just so I can make my point because you guys are always very quick to talk about what you see in the moment, but you don't think about the future. You don't think about potentials. You don't think about what can happen. You don't think about what may be coming in the future. So because of this, right? Because of this specific what do you call it? Well, welcome. I can tell you the fan is on blast. So the reason why they're starting to do this, okay? The reason why they're starting to do this is because of this. So if they already started with Darth Maul giving you again, it should be 1-to-1 scale, 1/1 scale, right? That shouldn't be called 1/6. It should be 1/1. But if they're giving you Darth Maul, look who's here. Same movie, okay? So it looks like we may get a haul of what do you call it?
Hologram.
Holograms.
A hologram.
And so this is what I think they're going to be doing. Again, is it necessary? Maybe not for you. Who asked for this? Maybe not you, but somebody's buying this. They're making this money. And I told you guys, and I'm going to say it again and again and again. Anytime they limit something is a hot sale. It sells usually. The one I'm thinking about that hasn't yet is the that blue and gray Batman that I can guarantee you with this Joker is going to be gone because now everybody wants this Joker to go with that style of figure. But we're going to get into that later on. So this is one possibility, right? So they're starting with the Darth Maul to give you maybe, or to give us maybe eventually a Palpatine, right? And then if they see that they're picking up, oh, look, what is possible after that? Any of these guys. So this is why you guys can't be so negative about, again, you don't have to buy it. If you don't like it, guess what? It's not for you. It's not for you. Hot Toys didn't say, hey, I didn't make this for you, but we need your opinion anyway. They don't care. If you don't like it, you're not going to buy it either way. So why bash it, you know? So this is what I think they're starting to do. Again, it's just more money in their pocket. You don't have to buy it if you don't like it. They're not forcing you to buy it. They're not telling you to buy it. In fact, they're doing the complete opposite. They're making very little just in case you hated it that much. You don't have to get it. And you don't have to look at it and stare at it sitting on Sideshow, sitting on any website. But let's go back to you guys. So let's start with you, Nefty. Nefty, how do you feel about something like this? Like I said, a lot of people are complaining already, as usual. Nothing new. How do you feel about it? And are you buying this?
First of all, let me start off. I'm very emotional. Last night, the Acolyte, the way it ended beautifully, it made me cry, you know? And now this bad boy drops. I agree with your points. I can see that, you know, it's something that it may not be for everybody, but I hope people do jump on this because it can open up the future possibility that you noted with the other figures. And I'm excited. I can see having a whole collection of these bad boys all lit up in the background. And like I mentioned offsite, I hope that the LED is good. It's it's not. I know it can be bright, but good enough that you can see the difference when the lights are off.
Right, because you were bringing that up as a potential issue, the brightness of it.
And there are things out there that are figures in this community that come around, and some people are not into it, and good, you don't buy it. But something like this, Hot Toys is watching. If it's successful, we can see the other figures coming down the pipe. So I'm jumping on it. I like it. I mean, as long as the price is reasonable. You understand? And another thing that has me so emotional too. This week, Jazz Inc. dropped the Batman more update on the 89
Yay.
This is definitely one that I'm gonna be ordering.
Now, Nefty.
Uh-huh.
Besides buying everything that comes out, what is appealing to you about this? That you're like, you know what, this will look nice in my collection because of blah.
It's different from any figure. I mean, it's a statue, but it's different. It lights up. It's coming into that age now that you don't know this, but a lot of my figures I've been taking the batteries off. Well, they don't have the batteries, but I'm wiring them up. I just finished doing Deadpool. I'm working on right now Mr. Knight and Moon Knight because I already have them set up. So this type of figure with the light is coming into the 21st century. So I'm hoping they make more because it's going to look nice with more figures, Star Wars figures, of course, in the background lit up. You can work out some type of display with these bad boys in the background, and then the figures in the front, that represents each of these holograms if you have them,
Let me say hello to Luch real quick. Luch, welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here.
Konnichiwa, bitch.
We have, let's see, who else is in. We got Ash in the house. Welcome. Nice to see you.
But I was hoping Acolyte drops last night, man.
Oh, look who it is. Trying to free up, but in the meantime, this guy, see, another peasant.
Hello.
All right. Yeah, he's supposed to be here too. Let's see. We got Rob in the house. Welcome, my friend. Nice to see you.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
I take it Rob doesn't care much for it.
And what was the price, Fab, that you heard?
Say it again.
What was the price for this?
The price for this was, I'll tell you right now. It was,
I think it's like $1.50, $1.70.
119. So the exchange, right? The currency exchange from what it's posted on Hot Toys Hong Kong is right here, for example. So 930 Hong Kong dollars converts to 119 USD right now on Google. And obviously you add tax and shipping or whatever the currency rate is for that day, because it changes every day. So as of today, it's 119. The Scourge is 222, and the Joker is 369. So those are the numbers that I got myself, doing the currency exchange on Google today when the numbers were announced and shown. Let me get off of this real quickly. Let me get back here. And so let me see who else is in here real quickly.
Delivery.
Hello.
William. What were you doing? Napping?
No.
It was in here real quickly again, and then we'll continue, guys. Let's see. We got Albert in the house. Welcome, my friend. Nice to see you. Welcome.
How you doing?
Let's see. Can you imagine lining up 8 nightlights? 8 nightlights. Unbelievable.
Nightlight.
We got Rob with the super chat. Thank you, my friend. I see my future in glowing statues not in it. Man, thank you, my friend. This is for you.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, you.
No, thank you, bro.
Thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, seriously, you.
No, seriously, thank you, bro.
No, for real, you.
No, thank you.
Look at the bright side, Fat. That'll probably be the quickest unboxing you'll ever film.
Yeah.
The boop, boop, turns on.
Really depends on price. This can't be more than 120. Yeah, 119.
Yeah, but with size
Plus
shipping and all that.
Oh yeah, that's a problem. You know, that's
about $1.50.
That's how they get you.
Yeah.
We got Hot Toys Nightmare. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here tonight.
I don't know. The hologram doesn't really make sense to me.
Well, we're gonna get into that, William, since you know. I mean, we hope that you know why this is even happening. Let's see. Oh, we got Paul in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. All right, guys. So William, since you said something, go ahead. What do you think about this piece? Do you think it's necessary? Are you getting this? Are you not getting this? Why don't you like it?
It has no place in my personal collection. You know, him being a full-size 12-inch hologram is just kind of, you know, they're picking from one scene where his hologram showed up behind the hologram of Sidious, and that was it. And it was like, you know, 2-3 seconds of screen time of a hologram, and they're like, hey, let's make a whole ass figure of it. And yep, right there.
So I just thought of something real quickly. So the reason why I said that it should have been 1-1 scale was because I thought this was going to be a different it was a different thing.
Yeah,
so
you thought it was a hand one.
Right, exactly. I thought it was a hand one. So the reason why it is 1/6 is because it's the full body.
Yep.
Obviously, as a full body, we're going to get him in 12 inches, like William just said. So I just wanted to correct that before the peasants come after me. But go ahead, William.
No, it's like those little holograms for the characters, the accessories. People use them sometimes, but it's, you know, it was cool the first time, and then they're like, oh, everyone gets a hologram. Everyone gets multiple holograms, and it's like neat. And then you have this, and it's like, it's not even a power pose. It's just a display piece. It's just a diorama.
Right. Literally.
And it's like the two actions are light on, light off.
So now, do you think now this is a potential to get Palpatine, since this is the first one and they're both from the same exact movie?
I highly doubt it. Doing
You
a hologram.
Really? If we got this, you don't think they're going to give us him too?
Maybe if it sells out instantly, but it's already limited to 1,500.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. So they could keep making this all day long, every day.
It would have to be a sitting hologram. You want a sitting hologram?
What do you mean?
Look how short he is.
Well, no, they're going to give you they wouldn't give you something like this. They'll give you the entire Palpatine figure as a hologram. But obviously, because he's smaller, he's going to be smaller than 12 inches.
Unless they do a redo of the sideshow one of the little Krabby Walker droid with the hologram of Sidious on it that was also in the movie.
I don't know if they're going that deep. But then
I'm just saying Sideshow made that once already.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Will, your take on this? Is this something exciting to you? Are you planning on getting this?
I don't know about exciting. I mean, looks, I'm kind of in the same boat as William. It looks okay. I mean, I'm not saying a no to it, but I'm not saying yes either. I think Hot Toys is just pretty much testing the waters to see if you know, they're gonna make more of these. But it looks okay. I don't hate it. You know, we'll see.
So when you get two of them, are you gonna have one on and one off?
It's gonna be my nightlife. I'm gonna
Want to be sticking out of the outlet in the bathroom?
Yeah, I'm
sideways,
like a freaking trailer for my midnight pee.
Jay, your turn. What do you think of this? Exciting? Not exciting?
It's all right.
I think it looks cool as hell. Even off like that, it almost looks like a pewter statue. It's pretty cool. And see, here's the thing. Somebody said earlier today, they said it's a waste of resources and time. And Hot Toys does everything in batches. They do their people in batches. When we got Padme, we got Mighty Thor. We got Sidious, and we got the other Sidious. We got Darth Maul. We got this thing. It's like when they're working on a character, they look at it and they go, okay, we got the 25th anniversary of Phantom Menace coming up. We're going to do a mall. How many malls can we do? What's it going to cost us? You know, they're looking at the cost to benefit ratio. What can we make exclusives? We got Comic Cons coming up, and that's how you end up with this thing. It's not a matter of wasting resources. They're not going to work on something else. They're working on this character right now. You'll get X character that you're looking for at another time when it's more appropriate, if that figure demands that they make 3 or 4 different things, because they're trying to get all their money. You know, you're going to get multiple Deadpools. I heard somebody say earlier, or maybe it was I think it was in a chat or something. Somebody was like, I don't think we're going to get anything else but these 2 characters. It's like, oh, we're going to get a lot of,
okay.
like,
Okay.
you
Anybody
know,
who thinks that.
it's so, I don't know if I'm going to get it because it doesn't move. And that's why I only have 2 statues and a billion Hot Toys, is because I like to pose them. But it is a cool accent piece. If it lights up as good as it looks here, and that's not photoshopped, it'll be cool. You could put your creepy Sidious in front of this. He doesn't even have to be a hologram. Just have them interacting in some way, like he's giving him instruction, and that would look great on your shelf. You know what I mean? So I don't get all the hate, but to each his own. There's some figures that come out like She-Hulk, and I think it looks ridiculous, and everybody loves it. So it's to each their own, you know.
You know, when you mention, I don't know who said this, you know, who said what you said about, you know, wasting resources. What the hell resources are they talking about? If I'm a toy company, I'm going to look to make money as much as possible making toys. Hot Toys has been making dioramas forever. Okay. They slowed down for years, because if you go back to the beginning, they used to make a lot of diorama stuff, just plain diorama stuff. I think that's where Sideshow came out with the ideas, or the other way around. Either Sideshow stole it from Hot Toys or Hot Toys stole it from Sideshow, but they were both making dioramas at one point. 1/6 scale dioramas and little, you know, things here and there. So what resources are they wasting?
Well, it's Fabs, you know it. It's collector speak. You're not thinking about it from a company.
But that's what I'm saying. It sounds so retarded.
Well, it's not retarded. It's just wishful thinking and wish list stuff. It's like, oh, they haven't made so and so yet, and why is it taking so long? Because they've done market research that says that thing isn't going to sell. So when that thing gets an opportunity, like it's a big part in a movie or something, maybe you'll get it. If not, maybe the Ono line. If not, maybe So. There's other avenues. You know, they're making malls right now, so you might get this. That's why I think they might make a Sidious, even though William's right, like the scaling might be a weird thing unless they make a full figure and just put him in a different pose, and that's what you get. But because they did make those 2 Sidiouses is why I think it's a possibility we could get 1 too if this thing sells out, which it will, because even if the majority of people don't like it, there's only 1,500 of them. They're gone. So
I have to go back to before what I said.
The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
I apologize for my words before playing the clip. So that's my point. I think, you know, anybody saying that, like, okay, so they're wasting resources on making toys. What would you like them to be making instead?
Well, they want different characters.
No, but they don't. Whoever said that doesn't own the company. So you're either buying what they're giving you, or you're not, and you're waiting for the next announcement. It's that simple. You know what I mean? They're not gonna. Oh, you're wasting time on making this hologram because you could be making your what? Your Red Hulk. They could be making what? Whatever you think they should be making, they're not making anyway, because they're not making what you want specifically. So that comment is retarded. For people to say that is retarded. Doesn't matter how much you dislike the piece. What resources are being wasted? That doesn't even make sense. What is being wasted? They're looking to make money. They 3D printed a whole figure to sell at $100 and something that it probably cost them 20 cents to make.
This thing's going to make them more money.
Exactly.
Than,
what resource?
You know,
exactly my point. This is why they do this. This is why I tell you guys, this is not going to stop. From the moment it happened the first time, I knew this wasn't going to stop, because it's easy money and it locks in money for Sideshow as well. So
and the only reason it's so limited is because they don't know the market. They're not sure. So they're going to undercut and get guaranteed sale.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
If they knew it was something, if they knew it was something more, something better, right? Not so much something so boring, but maybe a figure of some sort, right? It would have been probably a higher number. but they're doing a low number because guess what? They either sell or they don't. And guess what? It'll be a small amount, even if they're at a loss, right? Again, Hot Toys gets paid their money regardless from Sideshow. But who's going to be stuck with this? Not really anybody if it's only 1,500.
Yeah. And he looked cool. This doesn't look cool. I mean, I get when people said he looks like a shampoo bottle or whatever. Like, yeah, there's some of that.
Shampoo bottle.
Somebody called him Darth Butt Plug.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but two things can be true at the same time. He can be cool looking and he can also look. It all depends how you display it. You know, if you stick him next to your toothbrush, yeah, he's probably going to look a little goofy.
And again, this is something that people are complaining about now. But then the moment they sell out and then they tease, well, no, not only that. Once it sells out, it could be cool. When they tease the second one and you're going to want the pair and you're going to pay $300, $400, $500 for this stupid thing that you were making fun of or didn't want.
And Sideshow selling that Han and Carbonite with the you can have them vertical or on the thing, and it's like there's nothing to that. That's just bullshit with a couple of lights in it, like this thing is. But it's like, are you worse off having it in your collection? No.
You get what you like. At the end of the day, you get what you like. Who cares what other people think? That's why I don't even read the comments. I could give shitless what people think.
Well, that's why I like you.
No, that's what I'm saying. You like it, get it. I got that Han and Carbonite. Well, I could care who likes it, doesn't like it.
Yeah.
Well, you were asking.
I've looked at it 1,000 times, and I'm like almost pulled the trigger on it, but because it doesn't pose like this, it's like I'm not sure if I'm gonna get it. Yeah. But it's making me interested. So,
Nefty.
Yeah.
So, did you go yet?
Yeah, I was the first one.
Oh, you did. You're the first one. All right. So now, guys, we're going to.
I'm shocked Will doesn't like it. You like everything Star Wars, dude. What happened?
Well,
this
me?
one.
No, I like it.
No,
the
other
place
Will.
in my collection.
There's no place for it.
Not in my collection.
No,
not with Sidious.
William's a hater, really, but he really hates Star Wars, but he's just playing it off. So guys, okay, so we got this gorgeous figure. Okay, I don't care what anybody says about this figure. I saw Kit's comment about Hot Toys is Kit bashing now. Let me tell you something. I'll take this all day long from Hot Toys. These are figures that nobody is ever going to make. This, obviously, it's reused everything, right? They've reused the Batman outfit, the Batman suit, how many times already? And it doesn't matter because it's something completely different, completely new, right? It's a Hot Toys exclusive, meaning, again, nobody's making this ever. Nobody else is making this. So with that said, it's exclusively rooted. There's no sculpted skew. So you either like it or you don't. It's that simple. There's no, I'll get the what do you call it? The sculpted version. I'll save some money. And so you either like it or you don't. Now, one thing, they definitely reused, it looks like they reused the Joker head sculpt. The reason why I'm not 100% sure is because they're not showing if the mouth is open for where the magnetic tongue would go. So because I can't see that, I can't tell if they reused the face. I'm going to assume they're doing the exact same head sculpt. But the reason why I bring that up is if you look at this hair, right, the rooting, it's completely different than, let me pull this up. If you look at this rooting and you look at this rooting, right, look how much more green this is compared to this style of hair, right? So look at that. It's still green, but it's more yellow than green. And look at this. This is way more green than that other one. So it looks like they're doing a completely different style of rooting to this figure specifically. At least from pictures, it could be the exact same thing. Who knows? But from the pictures, it looks like it's a different tone of green. Yeah. So let's start with you, Nefty. Tell us how you feel about this piece overall.
This is a beautiful work of art. It's unique. It's definitely going to fit in my collection. It's going to stand out. I love the whole thing about it. Definitely getting it. This is going to be a tough one to get because I believe a lot of people are going to want this, and it's limited, right? 3,000 for this one.
3,000.
So and then you know how the queue system is, but definitely I like it. all around.
Jay.
Yeah, I did. I hate that the other one. What is it? That Ben Affleck or not? What's his name? The
Jared
other
Leto.
Joker.
Jared
Yeah,
Leto.
I didn't like that one at all. For some reason when I saw this thing, it I saw the pictures real quick this morning. And I was like, I friggin' love this thing, and I don't know why. It's just like it speaks to like he defeated him and took his costume or whatever. It's like it's got a very like cool theme going on.
Dark.
Say again.
A dark theme. Dark theme.
Yes, very much so.
Like if
And
you have horror figures, this will go nice with your horror figures.
well, just in general is like you could have a Batman behind him down on the ground. Like it's that's it. He won. Evil won out. You know what I mean? Like it's cool. So there's a plus the rooted hair. The fact that
it was very smart to put the grenades in the caveman. I thought that was awesome. But go ahead.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm happy to see that you guys appreciate this thing as much as I do, because I've heard nothing but people shit on this all day. And I'm I'm kind of glad, because then I don't got to fight that many people off in the queue. But I don't know. I think it's great. I think it's great.
This thing
made me go back and get the Heath Ledger Joker. Like I told you the other night, he's not my Joker. Christian Bale's not my Batman, but I want this bad enough that I'm going to go get the other Joker that's coming out right now. I'll get him sculpted, this rooted, and then I'll go grab a Batman I like, because there's all of them are out there, and I know which ones are good and which ones aren't, because everybody's had them. So,
and another thing that I was talking about yesterday, if you guys remember, variants. Okay, variants. I'm going to keep saying it. Variants. We're getting Deadpool variants. We're getting Wolverine variants. If you notice, this is a Hot Toys exclusive, like we mentioned earlier. Why is that important? Because you've never seen this in any movie, and you'll never see this in any movie. So this is pretty much a kit bash of Hot Toys, right? Reusing an incredible head sculpt that they feel was necessary to reuse one way or another for another figure, so they don't just use it the one time for that rooted Joker and then it's done. So this is what can happen with Wolverine, with the Hugh Jackman head sculpt, with the Ryan Reynolds head sculpt when it comes out as well, because it's coming out 100%. So expect variants 100%. I can't say it enough, because that's going to be the new thing. Hot Toys can easily keep making variants. Look at we're going to get into them in a second. Scourge, a repaint of what? The Commando. So this is just over and over. What'd you say?
And we've been getting, again, this is more of like batches of characters. We're getting the Joker, so they give you part of a Joker. We just got that blue and gray exclusive Batman recently, and they just been putting out a lot of with the Batman armories and whatnot. So you're getting Batman now. Blend the two, work peanut butter and chocolate together. There you go. Now we got Reese's. We'll sell you that too.
Right. But it looks like they're sitting on a lot of Batman bodies, I tell you that, because my God, man, like you got the DX19, then you got the new one, right? And now you got this. How many bodies did they make? Because I could tell you this is not the same body from that new Batman. I'll tell you that right now. Absolutely not. I highly doubt it's that new one. I think this is the DX19 body. You know, I don't think
the old one then. The old one.
The older, well, the one before that the one that's up for pre-order now.
Did I mishear? Right. You called it a Rudy Toy exclusive, or you meant Hot Toys exclusive?
Rudy? What'd you say?
A Rudy Toy exclusive?
Rudy's?
Rudy Toy exclusive. No, I don't remember.
I
remember saying that. Will, tell us how you feel about this.
It looks good. I mean, it's not for me, but I could see how you guys like it a lot. I like the way they kind of mixed it up a little bit like that. And the things you could kind of do with it, like Joker was saying, lay a Batman down, like he defeated, or Bruce Wayne or whatnot. So whoever's really interested in this piece, hats off to you. It looks beautiful, but it's just not for me.
Now, do you think you're gonna video you opening up the box or not?
No,
really?
I'm gonna videotape me getting the key and telling people who want to trade a Robo for it. No.
William, how do you like this
Yes.
kit, William?
It's real nice, but I wonder if they're giving credit to any of the cosplayers that have been doing this for like a decade and everything else. Like, where did they?
Well, somebody did a custom of this as well, didn't they?
There's been several customs
Right,
that
exactly.
have done and sold for or
for thousands.
for quite a bit. Yeah.
Yep.
Just it's an easy
Money.
any money for that with the using what you already got.
I can tell you. Go ahead.
What?
No, go ahead.
I just want them to start releasing artisans already.
You want to see what the first one's going to be like, right?
Yeah, I want to.
But I think the first one you're getting. Oh, we didn't get that one. That's the one. The first one that's coming out is the one we didn't get.
Yeah. Yep.
What?
Soon.
Which one?
The Anakin. Oh no, Joker's coming out first.
Joker's coming right now.
Yeah, I just remembered. I thought it was Anakin because Anakin came out first for pre-order.
I got an Anakin in a secondary market.
I'll take.
Hey, we got the.
When were you gonna tell me? When were you gonna tell me?
We got the two Wills here. Which one? What is this original look from? That it's not Heath Ledger, but I've seen this before in comics. The whole idea for this, where he's in Batman's costume and he's got it painted up like the Joker colors. This comes from a comic book, right, or something? It's not just from cosplayers. Cosplayers got it from something, right?
Yeah,
this has to be some type of comic book something.
I don't know, but they've done different things in the past in old Batman comics, where painting, Joker smiles on everything and multicolored suits and whatnot.
But I mean, like the Batman who laughs, that's a very particular look, right? Like I've seen this look before. They're just doing it now with Heath Ledger's Joker.
That's all.
Yeah.
But it reminds me of the Batman that laughs. I was about to say that would be a really nice hot toy.
So there's no real accompanying piece to this?
Not that I know.
It's just something they made on their own. It's been done in the comic books, different renditions. It didn't look exactly.
I'm going to tell you what they did, guys. I'm going to tell you exactly what they did. I'm going to tell you. I'm just noticing now, and I just picked it up. So remember that InArt gave us two head sculpts. Not two head sculpts, gave us two different looks for the Joker. And the head sculpts were different in the sense of the hair. One was longer and greener, and the other one was a little bit shorter. The jail cell scene is always a different style of hair. Look at what Hot Toys did. This is your standard long green hair with the purple coat, right? If you pay attention to this one, this is supposed to be the short jail cell look style of Joker for this variant. So they're giving you a complete, and that's what I was trying to figure out. I'm like, why does his hair look different? Because it's supposed to be different. This is obviously your standard Joker look with the longer, greener hair. And then remember when he was in jail, it looked shorter and it looked more yellow than green because it was already, beat up and it was already, halfway through the movie. So I guess to show you that it had faded, I guess to show that maybe he was sweating and it was coming off. I don't know. But as you can see, completely different style and look. You could even go in here, you barely see any green at all.
And I like it. If it's the type of that, like, if it ain't perfect, I could fix it. So I'm not concerned about it coming out looking friggin' perfect right out of the jar.
I think it's going to be perfect. I think
But that's going to be one of their points of contention is like, oh, mine came out of the jar and it's got too much product and I can't move it. It's like, you could move it. Stop being a.
Well, no. So again, we've never experienced anything rooted by Hot Toys yet, right? We haven't. I can tell you from what I experienced with InArt, I could not move that hair. I could, no matter what. If I wanted to with the Pennywise, that thing was hard as a rock. I would have to wet it.
That Pennywise was like smooth sculpted, like the way that hairdo is. This is individual little strands. You can get like a toothpick between it and like you can do things. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I guess you can, but my Pennywise, again, I never expected rooted hair to be glued together. I thought the whole point of the rooted hair was, obviously it's supposed to be styled to a certain extent, right? For the branches, for the pieces of hair to stick together, right? The branches to stick together.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I can't do anything to this hair. And again, like globs of hair stuck together, and you try to like even lift them up a little bit and they don't even move.
That's the Something About Mary edition.
Something About Mary edition. All right, Nefty, rate this 1 to 10.
I'm gonna go 9.
And also, guys, before I continue, look at the paint application of this head sculpt. Look how much more white there is on this head sculpt, and look how it's mostly faded all around here, because it's not supposed to be the same exact head sculpt. It's supposed to be completely different. So they did do a completely different head sculpt for this figure, which is, I'm shocked about it, because they could have easily reused the same exact one and said, here you go. So I'm very happy with that. But go ahead.
Bob, tell Bob that's the one he's talking about in the chat thing is what I was talking about that I don't like, is the other version of this. I like this with Heath Ledger's head on it for some reason.
Jared Leto.
Fabs, check out a picture I send you on WhatsApp. That figure will go perfectly with this, or I should say that diorama will go perfectly with this. That's Robin.
Oh yeah, I remember this. This is by Hannah Lee. Hannah Lee.
Yep. That Robin from Hannah Lee.
Yeah. It doesn't. I mean, that's a very basic thing, and it's very expensive for what it is. But it's it's a cool thing. So Nefty, 1 to 10, rate this real quick.
9 all around. I'll give it a 10 when I see a 9 all around. I'll give it a 10 when I see the final hair product, how it looks in hand.
Hey.
Yeah, the hair, yeah.
Jay.
I don't know, somewhere between an 8 and 8.5. Just because it's reused parts and stuff. I think the head's going to be dope. The whole thing's cool. I mean, I love it. I'm definitely getting it. Definitely.
It's very sexy.
Yeah. Shotgun.
But I can't give everything 999 all the time, because it's too close to perfect, and then you have nowhere to go.
Hey, if the king is perfect, don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed.
Render Caesar.
You can't be ashamed of the king being perfect, okay? If it was inner, people would be pushing, I gotta give this a high score because it's garbage. No, if the king is making 10s, call it a 10.
I don't give a shit what anybody else is doing.
No, but I'm saying call it if you feel like it's a 10, hey, it's a 10.
I don't.
No, I'm not saying you do. I'm just saying don't be afraid of the inner peasants, is what I'm saying. Will, your turn.
8.5, definitely.
8.5.
8.5. Yeah, it's nice.
William.
8 3/4.
It's not a pizza slice. It's a figure. Unreal.
It is the William, right, Will?
It's like The Price is Right.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I thought we were playing Price is Right.
Come on.
Bob says DX19 body Batman stand from a decade.
That's
hey,
true.
don't be disrespectful, okay? Let's see who else is in here real quickly. Let me say hello to anybody who got. We got Carlos in the house. I feel like I haven't said hello to you in a while. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, where's Carlos been?
Because he's away. He just came. He was on a cruise.
Oh,
unbelievable. Yeah, we're sitting here boiling, and he's on a cruise.
Balancing.
Charlie, my friend, Charlie Brigante, how you doing?
Welcome, my friend. Let's see who else is in here very quickly. We got Thule. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button. Don't be peasants on my stream, okay? The Nightmare says, I know what happened. Hot Toys Cold Sideshow and ask how many DX19s do they have in stock. Hot Toys says 1,500 back and bad.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Oh, bada bing, bada boom. Artisan oh my God, you guys are crazy.
Fabs, and my joke is gonna come with a Rudy signature exclusive.
What is his signature? What is Rudy's signature going to say? Peasant.
And numbered. And numbered. And numbered.
0-0. Peasant.
Robin, let's go.
In the Ben Affleck movie, there's Robin Soodle painting the. Yeah, that's the one. What's his name? Nefty just sent me.
See, it's dark.
592.
Put it on. Show, put, it, put it on the screen, Fabs.
Arkham Knight.
You wanna be all about the community like Luch? Let's see. Hold on.
But you're right. That thing is expensive, bro.
Yeah, no, it's like ridiculously expensive for what it is. Because you could, if you really wanted to, you could kit bash that yourself.
Yeah. Like that.
These are all money making releases. These three releases
on the chest.
He says he steals the Batmobile and paints it in Arkham Knight. Oh, so this part
the video game. The video game, I think he did that too.
We got Cassandra. Welcome. Nice to see you. We got OG. Oh my God, must be my birthday today. Hello. It's not my birthday. It's actually Mike's birthday today. I almost forgot. So happy birthday to Mike, the CGL Toys peasant.
But Fab.
Nobody clap for Mike's birthday. Mike, remember this. What'd you say?
I told Mike happy birthday earlier, and he sent me a thumbs up.
Oh, same with me. You're welcome. So let's see.
That's it. That's all. You're not mad.
Wait, I'm not mad.
Yeah.
Why would I be mad? I told you he doesn't respond.
You always get worked up.
He doesn't. No, he doesn't respond to any of my messages.
Oh, we had a laugh about his thumb after that. He said he sent one to you.
I know. That's what I said. He did. And that's a very what's the word? Not a very. That's a response because he usually just reads it. Yeah. We got Joseph. It's a Picasso. Yeah, no, the figure is beautiful. I'm telling you, no complaints about it whatsoever. I love the vibrant purple and the green and how it pops. The different look of the head sculpt is very exciting. I'm glad that they're changing it. I'm glad that it's not the same exact thing.
The red bat mimics his face.
Yep.
With the symmetry there, it's beautiful. It's so ugly. It's beautiful.
No, it's a sexy. It's
like
a very,
that dog
very
in
sexy
Deadpool.
Let me tell you something. You put this on a shelf by itself or next to anything, and it'll pop. It'll look gorgeous because again, these colors are very vibrant. They're very, very nice, and they don't, they all clash. So,
but it's this sculpt and it's this outfit too because I don't like that other one. I think that other one looks terrible.
Yeah, this is perfect. The length of the hair, the color of the hair, the amount of paint on the face, everything about it is beautiful.
They shocked me. I didn't see this one coming today. Like I didn't think I would care. I was like,
yeah, who would have ever expected this? I never did. I never wanted, Hot Toys to ever be like, oh yeah, let me put a Joker on but this is gorgeous. You know what I mean? I would have never thought of doing this, even though I've seen them, even though they've made them over the years. People have custom these. It was never something I was like, oh man, I wish I had that. Never. And look at this. Now I need two. So William, make sure you're online. Let's see. So guys, let me see what you guys are saying real quickly before I continue. Credit for what? Yes, guys, please hit that like button. 20 of you guys here. Thank you guys for being here as well. All right, so welcome, my friend. Welcome. So we have Scourge, okay? Scourge. And we're going to start with William because William called this in his sleep. So, William, tell us.
What's that?
Tell us how you feel about this. Oh, and also, thanks to William, I got my Commando finally. So go ahead, William.
Well, it's Scorch in the Bad Batch style. I think it's funny they're calling him Clone Commander Scorch. But
why? Why is that funny?
He was always clone. He was a clone commando. Apparently, he got promoted on Bad Batch, but since nobody says his name out loud or anything ever. So I guess it's just fun fact. I guess he's a commander.
Oh, so what do you think about the figure overall compared to the Commando Trooper? Do you think it's it's necessary? Do you think it's worth it? Do you think it's needed? Do you think people are excited for this?
I think a lot of people will be excited because it's part of Delta Squad. It's part of the iconic Republic Commando set of 4. But if they're only doing Bad Batch figures, the other 3 weren't in Bad Batch, and then people will have plain Clone Commando and Scorch, and it's like it's not quite the same thing as having all 4 of Delta Squad together. But it is nice. The pistol he comes with, that's a
Yes, I like that. That's my favorite part of the whole figure.
The DC-15 sidearm. It's a classic clone thing on the game.
That looks nice.
You would never run out of ammo with it. It's like on Halo where you run out of ammo with the big gun, and when you pull out your pistol, it just never runs out. That's what that pistol is too.
This is beautiful. As soon as I saw it, I was like, "Oh, he's holding that 100%."
Yeah, and it has the small shoulders, the small frame, the same stuff that they've used for Hunter and the other clone Commando that are more in line with the animated style rather than the bulky tank style. But he's got his.
Are you getting this or not really?
No,
you're not, right? What were you saying?
I have my set of 4, my custom ones.
All right.
But with him, they don't have an attachment for his rifle, though, do they?
I don't think so. He's holding it the whole time.
Okay. Yeah.
See, he's either not holding it at all.
Each of the 4 clones had like a specialty, and Scorch had like a grenade launcher on his. If I was downstairs, I would just walk over to my case and show you. But because one of them's a sniper, one of them's a grenade launcher, and
so it's like the Bad Batch, but a different group.
Well, yeah, it's what basically they used as, it seems, almost an inspiration for the Bad Batch, even though Delta Squad was seen in the Clone Wars cartoon for one scene when they escort back a dead Jedi that Savage Opress had killed. So you got Delta Squad on screen one time. It was like, oh, look at that. And you never saw him again. It was like, oh, man. Until we saw Scorch on the Bad Batch.
Savage Opress. That's the new one. That's another one coming soon. You heard it here first. Nefty. So far we have the hologram at 1,500. We have Joker at 3,000. And what is the number for this one?
I believe it's 3,000 as well.
3,000 as well. Will, how do you feel about the figure?
I'm definitely getting him for sure.
You got the original Commando too?
No, yeah, I got the other Imperial Commando. He actually came up on a wait list.
I know.
Oh, nice.
That one.
I remember.
Yeah, but the other 2 that William was talking about, I think eventually they'll come down the road, But I like these 2. I'm definitely getting this one for sure.
If you were to rate it 1 to 10,
for me,
yeah,
I would say be that it's a clone, even though it's a Commando, whatever. Give it an 8.
And now rate it for me.
For you, 15 and a half.
15 and a half. Oh my God. Jay, your turn.
I don't know anything about these guys. What he just told us is all I know. And the only thing that bothers me with these guys is their backpacks are huge. Even on the Bad Batch figures, their backpacks are gigantic.
They're very thick. Yeah. They're very thick. No Diddy.
Yeah, it's weird. No Diddy.
How much?
I don't have much of an opinion on these things. I think they look cool, but I couldn't be further away from like anything with these. I just have no attachment at all.
Forget about the character and the origin. Just look at the aesthetics of the figure. Look at the figure as a whole. How do you feel about the figure? If you didn't know what this was, would you be like, oh, there's a cool robot looking thing and that would look cool in the collection, or not even?
No, I don't like the color scheme with the blue visor and the yellow. I like the first one better, the original, the guy in the background there.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So you like
I like the other one that they just came out. Yeah, I like him better. I like that look better than this new one.
So if you were to rate this, give me a rating for this one.
Looks like a good clone figure. I don't know. What's not to like? 7, 6, 8? I don't know.
Well, do you like it or you hate it? Because it's 6 and a 7.
I don't care. I literally like nothing about it inspires me in either direction. I'm not like, oh my god, look how cool, and I'm not like, oh my god, this thing sucks. I'm just like,
he's like, this is cool. Let me give it a 3.
you know what this is like? This is like those two future cop, those Japanese characters that get released.
Johnson and Tyler.
Yeah, like I could not care less about those things. I don't even. I'm like, whatever.
I can't wait to get them. They're coming soon too.
Yeah.
Nefty.
Yeah, I'm getting this bad boy. I have the first one coming down the pipe. So this will add to my collection. So yeah, I'm definitely getting it. I'm hoping now, because now we got to think about it. This most likely is going to be a queue system, right? All 3 bad boys. I'm from the olden days of wrestling. You know, Royal Rumble, cage match. I want all 3 queue at the same time, bro. Make it a fucking match, bro. At the same time. Let's go, bro. I want to see the aftermath comments coming on social media, bro. Everybody losing their mind. It'll be a civil war, bro. Bring it.
This is what non-violent Nefty wants.
Well, we're all expecting a queue system.
They threw us a curveball at Iron Man. One of these might not.
Yeah, you're right. They may not do the queue with the mall, maybe.
They're doing the queue. They're doing the queue. Trust me when I tell you they have to.
The mall, they're doing the queue for sure. Yeah,
absolutely. For the mall,
you said.
For the mall,
he's right. They didn't do it for Iron Man.
They didn't do it for Iron Man. They didn't do it for Iron Man. But let me tell you something. That Joker, you better believe it. That'll crash the site immediately.
That's gonna be.
Everybody hates it.
Everybody likes to run their mouth, but the moment when the figure is on pre-order, you better believe they're in that queue waiting too.
Yeah, I think so too. Well, listen, let me address something too. I didn't know whether I was going to say anything because I really don't want to start any bullshit with anybody. But
wait.
What?
The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
All right.
Go ahead.
I'm not calling anybody out because I've heard multiple people do this over years. But this whole thing of like just getting in the queue to see if you can get it when you have zero intention of getting it.
Don't do that.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I don't particularly care because I always get the thing I want. I don't chase a ton of these exclusives. It's not like a personal fight for me. It just feels kind of dicky because there are some people who are at work. They got a limited time. They're trying to squeeze it in their day. They really, really want it. You don't really want it. Just get out of the way. I'm all for having fun and trolling people and all that shit too. I get it, but it just kind of, the more I think about it, I'm like, it really is kind of a douchey thing to be like bragging about or even telling people. You just kind of maybe just get out of the way and let people get their shit because some people really do struggle. I have an easy time getting these exclusives, but a lot of people don't. So maybe make their lives easier instead of just being funny. You know, I don't know. We'll leave it at that.
This is what Nefty wants in the queue.
I am a god, you dull creature, and I will not be bullied by that.
Going on.
All right, so
hey, Joker, you got to get a hat. Make pre-ordering great again.
yeah, right. Yeah, I'll be ducking. What was that?
So guys, the pre-orders obviously are not up yet. So I had, like we talked about earlier, I pulled up the prices. This is what like I said, the currency exchange was today off of Google, right? Could be off by a few dollars. But $369 for this Joker, $222 for Scourge, and then $119 for the hologram. How do you feel, William, about these prices? Let's start with the $119 for the hologram. Do you think that's fair? Do you think that's expensive? Do you think that's too much? Do you think it's worth it?
It's a fair price, but that's not the American price.
Nope, that's not the American price.
So it's not just the conversion of the Hong Kong dollars.
No, Sideshow has their markup, the
Yep.
import charge, all that. It's at least $50 more.
Well, what's
Well,
it?
so I said right. So I said this was going to be about 150 in the chat. So that was me including obviously tax and shipping to that. But this is just
mine's just $50 upcharge and then tax and shipping.
Yep.
More than that. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
They got to make their money. I forgot. Okay, you're right.
Yeah, based off of all the times that I did the conversions of the Hong Kong dollars during the summer showcases and stuff like that, it was generally about $40 more for the list price and then tax and shipping.
Tax and shipping, right? No, I think you're right. I think I forgot about that. Now, this is going to be about $200. I can tell you, people are still going to go for it because of the fact that it's a limited piece. But I can tell you, nobody's going to be happy paying over $200 for this piece. What do you think?
What does who think?
Oh, talking to me now? I don't know who you're talking to.
No, William. I wasn't done with William yet.
Oh,
the names are too familiar.
Well, I'm saying William. If you guys are confused with that, then what do you want me to call you? Peasant and peasants? Like I don't like
Thing one and thing two.
Him William and Will me.
Will. So William. So what do you feel about the price? So it's gonna go about $200 according to you what you just said. Fair price, too much, too low.
I think it's too much, but obviously they want to maximize their profit. So the more that they can squeeze out of it, the bigger margin they got. But personally, I don't think it's worth $200 out the door.
What's your guess on how much it cost them to make this? Wild guess.
Landed probably about $20 total, including the box and everything else.
Will, your turn. How do you feel about the prices for all three? How do you feel about, is it worth it? Do you think it's worth it? Well, let's continue with the hologram. How do you feel about that price? Almost $200.
In Hong Kong, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
If I decided to buy this, I would try and get it that way somehow if I'm lucky. But 200's a lot of money, But it looks great.
This is the one you're not getting, right?
I didn't say I wasn't going to get it. I said I was going to see.
Oh, okay. No,
I didn't say it looked bad or anything like that.
No, I thought you were going to get it. Okay, what about you? How do you feel about that price? Is it something that you think it's worth? Because my mentality goes to that's $200. It's going to be 200 plus, period, right? So it's like, man, if I put an extra $60 in, $40 in, I could get a whole figure that it's going to move, that has a head sculpt, that has the accessories that. So it's like, man, like, do I really? Which is another reason why I haven't bought the that suit up Mark 7, that opens version, because I'm like, I could get something else for that price, So obviously I'm gonna get it, but not at full retail. So how do you feel about that?
That's what's getting me about this. If it was really 119, I'd get it, I think. But this is like the reason I brought up that Han and Carbonite. It's a little overpriced for what it is for me to get. Maybe not, their initial release, but for me to get it, it's a little more than I want to pay. So I'm always like, well, when I get a little lull, I'll go get these ancillary side things. But you never get a lull. You really don't. If you're into as many things as I am, you're every day it's something cool. So I'm probably going to end up passing on it. But if for some reason I see it later and it's cheap somewhere, I'll go back and get it probably.
Yeah. If you're able to find it, which I feel like something like that you could, you know what I mean? It's not a figure. Well, people will buy it and I'll be like, it's not what I expected. Maybe let me resell it. You know what I mean?
And some people want the exclusivity, but if their friends don't think it's as cool as they do, they'll tire of it quick and then it'll hit the market again.
Yep.
Right. We got Chris in the house. Welcome, my friend. Nice to see you. Welcome. And I think we got Harold in here as well. I don't know if I said hello to you, my friend, but hello. Thank you for being here. And then we have Nefty. Nefty, how do you feel about the price of the of the hologram, and do you think it's too expensive? Do you think it's too low? And how much do you think it costs them to make?
I'm gonna say definitely something in the $30, $40 range to make, maybe even less. But I would say $200 is gonna be the price. For the Joker, 369, that's gonna be 400, maybe, because what the artisan is 540 right now for the Joker. So who knows? 480, and Mr. Scorchia, I'll say, what is it, 280 now for figures?
You have to understand also, you can't really compare that first Joker with this Joker. Number one, remember that first Joker, this Joker, just so we're clear, right? Look at the outfit. Everything is handmade. Everything is hand tailored. This is this is a suit.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
reused, yeah.
Hold on. Where did I go? There it is. This
Should
is
be a little cheaper, right?
No, it's going to
Okay.
be a little cheaper for that reason and that reason only, because
But
you're not buying.
it's gonna break into the 400 easily.
Oh,
Oh,
absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely.
410,
But,
420 then.
but correct. But my point is that because of the fact that it's a suit, right? It's a suit. It's not. You didn't have somebody making these clothes. You didn't have somebody tailoring and sewing these shirts. The jackets, the pants, the socks. All these things. That's a lot less work. The suit's already made. Right. So all they're doing is painting it, putting the head sculpt on, done. So we're still paying for the head sculpt. That's why it's so expensive. The rooting of that head sculpt and obviously the work that goes into the head sculpt. But when it comes to the actual body of the figure, it's nothing. They didn't do anything to it. Right. Because they're already made. It's not about sewing and putting work into the outfit for the figure. That would have brought it up to 5 and change, which is why it's the original Joker.
And maybe
5 and change.
And maybe when it gets to the Q system and we start seeing the American sideshow prices, we'll put pause on certain people like, whoa, I'm not going to get this bad boy, and opens up the Q a little more.
Let's go to you, back down to you, William. Scourge. So now at 222, so let's say 280. Yeah, let's say 280. How is that at 280? Again, remember, it's limited. That's how they show it down our throats. It's still a clone. It's still printed, reused molds, everything printed, just repainted. How do you feel about that 280 price point?
It's comparable to similar figures nowadays. Would I want to pay it if I had a choice? No. You want the clones to be like $150. And then, because actual army building would actually be a thing, squad building, you can do dioramas and all that stuff. Nowadays where it's like, oh, cool, I got 2 and I'm in for 600 plus tax. It's like
crazy. Yeah.
It's like, this is expensive little diorama instead of like, oh, I got 6 troopers for the same price back in the day. And it's just
exactly. No, that is very true. Very true. I think troopers should be priced at 180 max. Max at 180, but 280 again. I understand, like I said, it's a limited piece. I get it. Obviously not every trooper, not every clone is at 280, but they should be cheaper because we don't get a head sculpt with them. Will, how do you feel about the 280 price for the Scourge?
I mean, William nailed it pretty much on the button, but how many of these they made again? Are they gonna make
3,000, I think.
I mean, I'll try and get one, but definitely for sure. But if I can get again over Hong Kong, that's the way to go.
Yeah, so you're gonna have the pair, right? You're gonna have the first one and the second one.
Yeah.
Well, if you get this one, just send it to me. Jay, your turn.
What's my turn?
How do you feel about the price of the Scourge? Do you think it's fair at 280? Do you think it should be lower? But remember, it's a limited piece, so that's what
I think it should be lower because, like William said, I don't think as cheap as William says, but 220 would be a good price for troopers. That's fair to both sides, but it's inflation now, so we are where we are. So, but he's right; it's on par with the other troopers. 280, 270, something about right. Sounds right.
Nefty, how do you feel?
About the pricing?
Yeah,
280? Yeah, I find it's what we're seeing now in figures and sideshow. So yeah, it's about right, the price.
So you'll get You'll get about 3, right?
No, I'm just getting one.
And then
With
and
the
then
shoe.
and then as you can see, obviously the Joker, we're already talking about 400 plus. Let me pull this up again just one more time, just so we're sure. So the Artisan is 520. Okay. So Artisan is 520 again, because of the fact that this whole outfit had to be handmade, had to be tailored properly, had to be sewn. I could guarantee you by hand, because how are you going to do this with a machine? So this is where the money, this is where we're paying, this is what we're paying for. This is where the money's coming in, because obviously somebody had to do this, every single piece by hand. Now again, 520 compared to 4 and change, because there's none of that, right? There's nothing to handmade, there's nothing to hand sew. So that's cut out of that price tag. And so therefore we get it for it's still not cheap at 400 plus. You know what I mean? Because you got to remember, they're reusing these Batman suits to try to get rid of them as much as possible, or to make money with them as much as possible. But I can tell you, there's not much to any of this. This is a repainted black suit. Okay, so it shouldn't be that much, but because of the rooting, that's how they get away with it.
Get away with it is the word. It's not. They're such expert craftsmen that it's $500 worth of figure. That's bullshit. It's in our raise the prices, and now they feel comfortable charging us $500 for the effing thing, when
that's
something
true.
is more where it should be at. That's why I passed on the rooted Joker before, but I'll take this guy because he's cheaper and he's different and limited and all that. You know what I mean? But I'm not paying no $520 for a. You can kiss my white ass. That ain't happening.
Don't be selfish. So also, guys, we have some very important inert news for those who don't know. I don't know if you guys remember that they canceled their Black Adam figure, and now we know why. This is The Rock showing the figure that Inert had made.
Andre the Giant.
I'm just kidding.
My dog is like, what the fuck?
I'm just kidding. And then, obviously, last but not least, we got some pictures of this guy in hand. Finally, this is the Thunder Toys Khonshu figure. This thing is looking beautiful. Look at that.
Wow, that looks nice.
So I can't wait to get it. It already shipped. It looks beautiful. It looks very, very nice. It actually, look at the wrapping. Looks like a mummy all day long.
Looks good.
What's it on? Like a transparent peg?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yep. It's a clear see-through peg. Yep. Right there. See it? You can barely see it, which was very smart to do. But yeah, guys, beautiful. Anybody getting this from the panel?
I am.
You are? Nefty is?
Yep, I am.
That's it?
That's it, bro.
You got the white suit one too, Nefty?
Yeah, Mr. Knight and
Yeah.
what's his name? Moon Knight as well. Yeah.
Moon Knight, yeah.
I'm working on putting lights on him.
And actually, I wanted to talk about a quick topic that I wanted to ask you real quick.
Show everybody the other release too that Rudy sent you.
Which one?
The one that Rudy sent you earlier.
So this question's for all of you. It'll be on the screen.
Oh.
This
Unbelievable.
is our first topic of the night.
Unbelievable. Wait, which one? Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
So guys, also, don't go
Heard it
anywhere.
here first.
Do not go anywhere. We have the latest underground release by Hot Toys, and you guys aren't. And just so you guys know, I called it years ago. Okay, I called it years ago, and you guys aren't gonna make me feel bad for doing so. So here it is. Here it is. Do not even think about trying to put me down about it.
The salami swami.
Here it is, guys. Salami swami. Here it is, guys. Here it is, guys.
World premiere.
I told you. I told all of you. Jar Jar Binks, Hot Toys exclusive, limited edition, artisan, deluxe, DX, all day.
Fab,
I don't even want to know where the hair is.
Nefty,
I'll let you know this.
tell him what happened. Nefty, tell him what happened when I showed you the picture.
I almost had a heart attack. I was like, this can't be real, man.
I said, you didn't see it in the chat? I said, Rudy
Yeah.
sent it to you. He was like, no way.
Yeah.
The best part is how it says the eyes moving eyes function, but both pictures are the same, just bookended.
You can RSVP right now, Sideshow, on the 3 characters. I'm doing it right now.
For which one? All 3?
All 3, if anybody's
Oh,
interested.
they only had 2 before.
Yeah, I'm doing all 3 now.
Now Scorch.
Yep,
Oh,
Scorch.
yeah, Scorch is on now. Yeah, guys, go RSVP.
Yep.
Don't be a peasant.
Or don't. Yeah.
Gorge is on India. Okay.
Yeah, exactly, guys. Or don't. Do not RSVP, please. Also,
All right.
guys, wait, don't go anywhere. We're not done. We're not done, guys. We're not done.
I gotta go watch the Republican National Convention.
No,
I'm gonna have to plug my phone in a minute.
don't be political peasants. Just hold on one second. And then also, guys, don't forget that Hot Toys made this before.
Yes.
Bob just sent this. So
That's the one. It's ugly.
well, this was completely different because it's not the head sculpt, right? Remember that that Jared Leto Joker wasn't a big hit, and I still love, believe it or not, I love this figure because it's so different, right?
You have it?
Absolutely.
What do you give it?
Huh?
1 to 10.
I'll rate it.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, I give that thing a 10. That thing, there's something. It's so, that figure is so sexy, man. You guys, if you've never seen it in hand, you can't, you won't understand this figure.
He ain't into feet, but he likes this thing.
Why?
I said you're not into feet, but you like this thing. Go figure.
This is not about feet.
I'm saying it's uglier than the feet that you hate.
No way.
Yes, this thing is hideous.
No way. This is probably one of the most interesting figures Hot Toys has ever made because it's something so different. You know
So
what
if I was setting you up on a blind date with a chick and I said she's interesting, you'd be like, yeah, she's hot, right?
Well, I don't know your taste. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Like for example, you said you were getting 3 holograms. I'm only getting 1. You know what I mean? So I don't know if that translates to women.
What?
The hologram can transit to women. Plug.
What? Now I'm lost.
Psychic Fab.
Psychic. Oh my Lord, Grammer taking a kick in the nuts.
Welcome. Nice to see you. I'm gonna say probably what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Thursday. They're probably gonna split them up again. They're probably gonna do, one each day. When? Probably, who knows? Probably tomorrow.
Probably Friday, I'm thinking, yeah.
Yeah, probably tomorrow.
All 3 Qs at the same time. Texas tornado match.
Brad said,
Yeah, all 3 at the same time, and you can only be in one.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh,
Make
can you
your
imagine?
choice.
Blood.
Three computers.
I'll be getting Scourge. William will getting my Joker, and then and then Jay will be getting my my hologram because he doesn't want it. Oh man. Let's see who else we got. Carlos says it. Let's see the figure. Show yours. Which one? Which figure?
This one. The Suicide Squad.
Oh, the Batman. Hold on. She's interested. Means she doesn't shave her pits. Oh my
Pretty
God.
much, right?
There is a mathematical conversion for this one moment.
That's why we need Ernesto, because we were lost.
Unbelievable. All right, let me get the figure real quick so I can show you guys.
We're like 3 holograms times 1 ugly girl equals what?
Hot Tour.
That's another one.
So They gonna bring these prices down now that they're getting better at sculpting?
No,
Or not sculpting, rooting. Sorry.
no.
No, they'll be like, everyone likes this price. They've been paying it.
Think
Yep.
so, but haven't they lowered since
They're
that
not.
Joker?
They're not lowering anything down. If anything,
No.
they're gonna
Never.
lower the
Because we're
amount.
gonna get a Dark Side Anakin, they said. So that thing's gonna be what, 500? And we're all gonna go after that?
How much was the other one? The other artist.
Which
You
other
know-
one?
A memo.
Looks nice.
I don't know.
Anakin.
I'm not sure. I think it was too rich for my blood. That's why I didn't get him.
I missed out on him. I didn't.
Looks good. Looks good.
This thing is beautiful.
Yeah, but see, what I don't like about him is he doesn't look a mess. He's color coordinated, and it's
Yeah.
like,
Because the suit is purple and green. It's not sloppy all over. You know what I mean? So that's why. That's the difference. But this
looks
thing
like-
in hand,
Captain Fruit of the Loom.
no way.
Yeah.
This is Bat Barney.
Yeah, Black Barney.
He looks like a Czechoslovakian Batman.
I don't even know what that means, but it's funny.
Hey, don't be racist. Oh, man. I heard your European racism. So, and then I think there was one more thing I needed to talk about, guys, and then we're out of here. Where was it? Oh yeah, so this is what I had for last. So potential holograms. So like I said, these have all been obviously Force Ghosts in the movies. My theory is, like I mentioned, Hot Toys is going to do, they're not just going to do him, they're going to do him as well. And if they do them, obviously anything else is game. So let's go with you, Nefty. Do you think these are potential? Yes and no. And if you say, if you don't think they're all potential, which ones do you think they would make?
I'm not gonna say all, but I'll say they'll probably do Obi. Yoda is probably easy. Anakin, and that's it. I don't think they'll do Mace Windu and the other older Luke Skywalker.
No.
But you know what's crazy though? Now the Maul is black in attire and all, but these guys they got color in them. So
Right.
when they do the hologram thing, I guess they'll do it in color because it's not the same hologram and then the spirit-
remember that a hologram and a Force Ghost is two different things.
Yeah, no,
Right.
that's what I'm saying. That the Force Ghost has to have a color at least, right?
Right. So exactly. So here, these are holograms. As you can see, they're the same color. And then these are Force Ghosts. But like I'm saying, I feel like eventually at some point, something like this is a possibility. If they're already started with this crap, you better believe that at some point they're gonna give you. Remember what they did with the with that Groot, that last Groot with the special see-through Groot? Remember?
Yeah.
So you're gonna tell me they're not capable of doing something like that and charges another $200? Absolutely. So I think that's a part. So what do you think? Yes or no?
Yes. But the 3 figures I mentioned, or the
Will.
4 figures.
Will, your turn.
Yeah, I could see them coming out with some of these down the road, especially if those holograms do very well.
If they do, it'll just be doing the Hasbro route.
Yeah.
Okay, that's true.
Why? What's Hasbro doing? What's Hasbro doing? I don't know where Hasbro.
They had the power of the figures and everything else after they released all of the figures. It's just your variants where it's.
Oh, there you go.
You-
So that makes sense.
But if if you do a Force Ghost as a power pose, then you don't have to worry about the seams and everything else of the see-through stuff. But if you have it as an actual movable figure, the problem's going to be the fact that if you have plastic robes and such, then mean you're going to have visible seams for the joints. So if they do like the Force Ghost in the style of the Darth Maul hologram, where they're not moving, they're just there, then that's one thing. But then that severely limits your display capability with it, where okay, you sell one, but if they make Force Ghost of each of the guys in that picture, then it's like Well, that's a lot of dudes that are going to be lined up in a row, and that takes up like 3 feet of horizontal.
Right.
It's going to be harder with the girls for sure. Yeah.
Right. And these could be power poses instead of, holograms, just made out of a different material. But I don't know. Who knows? What about you, William? I mean, Jake.
I think based on seeing Darth Maul and the fact that they're making Anakins right now means we might get that Anakin A version, either Williams' movable version or a statue version sooner than later. Like maybe by the end of the year, we might see a version of that Anakin you just showed. Or if they haven't released Qui-Gon 2.0 yet, because it is Phantom Menace anniversary, maybe we'll get a Qui-Gon and a Ghost of Qui-Gon as well. But I think of all the things we saw there, the Anakin is more than likely coming sooner than later. And I do think we're going to get some form of those Force Ghosts for sure in the future, for sure.
Yeah, no, I think so too.
Especially since they're doing this. If they're doing this, they're going to do that.
That's the only reason why I brought it up, because if Hot Toys gets into something, they're not too far away from something else that's very close to it. And now the fact I don't know Hasbro like that. I don't follow Hasbro. And the fact that William just said that they've done this already, why wouldn't they copy that also?
Dude, I got 8 Force Ghosts of Obi-Wan from 1990 in boxes. The 3 3/4 figure. I ordered so many of them. I ate so many Frito-Lay chips to get the things to send in. And I got 8 of those things thinking someday I'm going to sell them all and make a fortune. And they're all worth like $2 a piece or something. I don't know. But they're power pose, just the arm comes up, but it's a blue Obi-Wan.
Right. Just bubble
So
wrap.
they've been doing this Hasbro's been doing this shit forever. Back then, I think it was even Kenner. It wasn't even Hasbro yet.
Bubble wrap it and send it to me. All right, guys. So we're going to play a little game before we get out of here. So don't run away, peasants.
I might have to bolt. I got 9%.
Oh, come on. All right. You know what? Let's get out of here. We'll leave. I forgot that your phone was dying. I was going to do the
Well, I can plug it in. I'll just go off cam for a minute. Go ahead.
All right. So let's play the game, guys. Let's play the game. So we're going to get the wheel going.
Uh-oh.
I feel like we haven't done, because we didn't do the wheel last week when Mike was here. So I know this is.
Are we going to throw baloney on chicks' asses like on the wheel on Howard Stern?
Gina, you didn't hear that, okay?
She knows all too well.
Oh my God. Unbelievable. No respect for Gina. All right, so all right, guys. So this is for Nefty. Nefty, your turn.
All right.
This is figure of the week, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna be showing box of the week because everything I have is in box.
All right, Star Wars male Nefty.
All right.
All right, we got Will.
This Will.
Star Wars female.
Okay, I can do that. Be right back.
William.
Wah.
Let's see if you collect. Star Wars male. And then we got Joker J.
I have to get up.
DC male Joker J.
DC.
DC male. And then mine.
Yours is third-party female.
Third party female. Nope. People's choice. All right. The first
We
person
choose-
who names a figure.
Third-party female.
The first person to name a figure or a line or something. Let me. I'll get that figure. Where's my bat? Oh, I put the Batman backward. All right, guys. You let me know. Any line, any figure. Oh, he said Ray. All right, Ray. Here goes Ray. He's a third-party female. This guy. Unbelievable. All right, you want Ray? Let's give him Ray. I'm gonna give him my favorite Ray.
All my other holes are in boxes. Nefty.
What up, killer?
I grabbed the only female I have thrown into that muscle rack I built, Every other
Oh,
female.
you built the building a muscle rack?
Yeah, I already built one. I got to build the other one, but I was cleaning out the extra room I got, and all my females are in boxes, man. Bo-Katan. Actually, no, Bo-Katan is out, but I don't have her HUD scope on.
All right. So I'll go first since you guys called my figure already. So you guys wanted Ray. This is my favorite Ray out of every single Ray that was made, even the last one. This is my favorite. I don't know why I like this one more than the other, than the newer one.
It looks good.
Oh, I love this thing. I don't know if it's the head sculpt. I don't know if it's the hair. I don't know what it is about this figure that I love so much. I think it's her menacing face, how she looks like she's angry a little bit. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous figure. And like I said, the hair, the skull, even for back then, look how good that looks.
Wow.
You know, so this is my favorite one. Not even, like I said, not even the Rise of Skywalker one. It's this one.
It's the Force Awakens, right?
This is the no, this is the not the Force Awakens.
No, that's not the Force. Yeah, the Force Awakens.
The other one.
The lighter.
Last Jedi.
The Last Jedi, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So let's go let's go to Nefty. Nefty, what do you got?
This bad boy here.
Stewart.
Yep.
That's a nice figure, man. That Bespin in the background there.
Oh yeah, I got that one too.
Oh yeah, look at that over there.
Yep,
Little
yep,
background
yep.
music.
Yeah. I'm working on getting that peg removed so I can put the other piece on it.
Looks good.
Wait, let me see it. I didn't see it.
Oh, you didn't see it? I'm sorry. There you go.
Because you put it away so fast.
There you go.
Oh, you got what's his name? Churrit Imwe.
Yep. From Rogue One.
Let's go to Will. Let's see what Will's got.
Okay, like I said, all my females are in boxes because I'm moving shit around. I grabbed the only one I had around, and she likes to swallow. Emily. And I got her to sign the box when I met her.
Oh, it says to Will. Look at that.
Uh-oh.
This is the way.
Wait, did you have to explain to her? My name is Will, not Cody.
No, I told her she could say her name 3 times very slowly for me, but security escorted me out. So.
Jay, what do you got?
I got this guy right here.
Oh yes.
Oh, nice.
I'll get him in the way. Yeah, Mars, this is sick. This dude is great.
That looks awesome.
Yeah. I want the original Jack Nicholson that they made, but he's long gone. So hopefully Hot Toys, now that they're doing the 89, hits us at the end of the year or sometime soon with another Nicholson, but probably not.
Oh, man,
I've heard enough things about his likeness rights and whatnot. I'm pretty sure we can we're going to be waiting a while on that one.
And William.
So I picked Scorch.
Yes.
Like you said, if you were downstairs.
Yeah.
Look
There's
at that.
his, there's his
so-
grenade launcher attachment.
Question for you. So if Hot Toys were to make them, it would look exactly like what you have there. The red one, the green one, the orange, and the yellow.
Yes, that's Delta Squad, those 4.
Oh, so they're definitely coming. I can guarantee you that.
They weren't in Bad Batch.
They're coming.
Well, they're making Scourge for a reason, so I'm telling you they're coming.
Bad Batch.
They're coming. They're coming.
Where?
But on the Clone Commando and Clone Commander Scorch, I'm not sure if they have the knife attachments for their hands, because I don't think that was featured on the show, but that's one of the things that these guys is standard issue for their armor is their left gauntlet vibra blade that pops out like a switchblade out their knuckles.
Oh, nice. So you
And
think
these guys were only in Clone Wars? Sorry,
They
Nick.
were they were in a video game in the 2000s called Republic Commando. Then they were in a novel series, and then they made them canon by bringing them into the Clone Wars cartoon.
So would you get a version? This would screw you in a way, because you get this one from Bad Batch, but then what if they gave you the other guys in a Clone Wars version, kind of like they did with the 501sts? They gave you the 2 different types.
If they do that, then it'll be the bigger shoulders and all this stuff that these guys have that the current one that they announced does not.
Oh, I got you.
Because I agree with Fabs. Those things are going to come, but they're. I don't even think they'll need like a Clone Wars anniversary. I think they'll just drop them randomly.
No, it'll be Hot Toys exclusive something. It'll be some random announcement like that, and that's it.
They don't the video game line.
Exactly. There you go. VGM done.
Yeah,
what are you
VGM.
You're going to say no? You know.
Yep.
Oh, they're coming. The moment that we see something that they could easily repaint and make something else, it's coming. It's just a matter of time. They're not gonna waste the molds and not do it when they've been doing it for the clones and the stormtroopers forever.
But the problem with that is with the limited 3,000, then it's like 3,000 Scorch. Are the same 3,000 going to get Fixer? Are the same 3,000 going to get Boss? Doubt it. And then everyone's going to have all these incomplete Delta squads and be big butthurts.
Well, that's exactly what they could do. Absolutely. They can mess it up like they did with the Bad Batch and Crosshair.
Well, that's because nobody ordered the too many figures that they made of Echo and what's his name? Jesus Christ.
Hunter.
Hunter's like the cheapest one, I think, right?
Well, Echo and Hunter, like they're still sitting, I believe, right?
Yeah, they're still there. They're still in stock and heavily discounted with all the 35% off coupons and all that.
I'm gonna pick those guys up soon.
Hey, you guys got faith in that list that came out of the rumor mill? Because we got that Scorch and that name was on that list. So apparently, Darkside Anakin's coming. Grievous diecast.
So for those who were and weren't here when that conversation came about, so the very first time when the announcement for Anakin, Artisan Anakin came out, I can bet money on it. I was the only one who said Darkside is coming at some point. And so if that's what was said on that list, absolutely, because why the hell wouldn't Hot Toys do that? I said that the day of the announcement for the Artisan Anakin, because it's a no-brainer, right?
Yeah,
so for somebody
minor changes.
So for somebody to say now that it's coming, I'm not shocked, because why wouldn't it? You know what I mean? The Grievous. Hey, somebody has their Apocalypse radio on.
What is that?
I don't know. It's like somebody's radio's on.
I have nothing on.
Oh, what's going on? Somebody's microphone. Wait, I'll tell you who it is. It was you, William, I think.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. Nefty. Nefty, turn it back on. Turn yours back on. It's not Nefty. Jay, you?
Hello?
It is you. It's you. You got
It's me?
You got the cops outside. I think so.
There's nothing. It's silent as a mouse in here.
Well, now it's good. Now it's good. So what I forgot what I was saying. What was I saying?
Zombie apocalypse. You heard it here last I heard.
Zombie apocalypse. Oh my God, I forgot what was I saying.
You were talking about the list and the
Grievous, right? When we saw Grievous on the General Obi-Wan, box
jacket,
when he was on top, and then obviously Grievous was at the bottom, and people were speculating that it was the Sideshow Grievous. When that happened, again, I was the only one who said we're not getting one Grievous, we're getting two. I said we're getting one from the Clone Wars, which is most likely plastic, and then we're getting a die cast from the movie, most likely, whatever movie they're gonna decide to make them for. I said that the day of. So anybody saying, "Oh, the list, we got the list from the underground," I already knew this a year ago. So who cares? And what was the other one? There was another one on there that I said was coming too. Oh my God, the Joker. No, it wasn't a Joker. What was it? Who's got the list?
You are
There's
the
a bunch
list.
of them.
I am the list.
T800's on there.
T800. Speaking on T800s, what do I always say? Hot Toys will never stop making Terminators, Predator, Alien, because there's moneymakers. So they just need an excuse to come out with a figure to make it. RoboCop, they'll never stop making RoboCop. They'll never stop making Back to the Future.
Superman was on the list too.
So Superman. So Superman could be what? The 2.0 Superman that we're waiting for from BVS. We already got the 2.0 Batman. We're getting the 2.0 Armored Batman. Now we need a 2.0 Superman. We need a 2.0 Wonder Woman that's coming as well. So they're all coming, and I called them when the Batman came out. I said we're getting a Wonder Woman and we're getting a Superman. I didn't even know about the Armored Batman, and that came out before anything else. So that's most likely what it's going to be, or it's some random Superman that we don't know anything about yet. But I can tell you, if it's at BVS, I called it.
It says BVS on the list.
Oh, it did. So there you go.
Yeah.
So that's it. So I already. So anybody who says, "Oh, the list," should have watched me a year ago. You would have known back then, peasants.
Peasants.
Peasants. So all right. So let's go to you, Nefty. Nefty, are you waiting on any deliveries? Are you expecting any figures?
Yes. Star Ace Rocky Balboa. Ding, ding, ding.
Where's Rudy? Where's Rudy?
I know. Rudy's Rudy's
Look
like,
at him.
Rudy's like,
He gave me the vest back, so I got the vest on tonight.
Rudy's like, I'm putting the kids away to sleep. He's not coming here at all. He's like, I am not going over there with those peasants.
I got Black.
We kept him out late last night.
Yeah, right. He's done. He's done for the month. What?
I have the Black Symbiote Spider-Man coming down the pipe, and Black Panther, the female Black Panther coming down.
Wait, you talking about the Peter Parker?
Yeah, the Peter Parker. Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
Symbiote. Yep, that one's coming.
I got a delayed for my Black Panther.
Oh, that one's arriving.
I didn't get my Black Panther yet. I was expecting my gold clone today. I didn't get it. I don't know why.
You got what today? What'd you get? What'd you say?
No, I didn't get my gold clone. My gold clone today. I was supposed to get it from.
They said golden shower.
Why would it be there today?
Because my Sideshow order was supposed to come today.
Oh, your second. Oh, never mind. I thought you meant the second one.
No. No, that one from Sideshow was supposed to come today, and I never got it. I'm also waiting on my She-Hulk. I'm waiting on the Thunder Toys Conchu that we talked about. I'm waiting on there was something else that was supposed to be
Ken from Iconic Studio is coming.
Ken, what? Which one?
Ken from Iconic.
Yeah.
Oh no, this guys! Oh my god! I almost forgot. This is what
him coming Monday.
Huh?
Oh, Star Ace Rocky Balboa.
No, this guy. Unbelievable. This guy. I keep forgetting.
I can't wait till I open the Rocky, bro.
This guy. So, guys, it looks like we are getting. What was his name again? In the movie?
Damn.
Frank Dukes.
Frank Dukes. And so we're getting Frank from Caustic Plastic, who made Fonz. They made that Chuck Norris. Right, the Chuck Norris figure. I don't think they're great figures. Obviously, they're iconic figures that they're making, iconic characters that they're making. But the final product, to me, I don't like at all. That's why I'm not buying any of them. I want to see what this looks like, though, because this is probably something that I'm interested in. We got to see how much it is, how much you're going to be charging for something like this. Because remember, this is going to be a very, very basic figure. There's going to be not much to it besides the body. I think the body, if they do the body properly, I think they'll nail it. Because again, remember that what's going to make this figure is, number one, the head sculpt and the shape of the body to match what he looked like in the movie. Period. That's it. That's the whole figure. Because what is he wearing? Shorts and a cloth belt. So you can't, you can't look forward to boots. You can't look forward to fancy outfits. So it's got to be the body, the exact body, and the perfect head sculpt.
Yep.
Nefty.
I don't want that split.
Right. What'd you say, Will?
No, I'm sorry. I said everybody's gonna want to do that split that he does.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. So now let's start with you. Is this something that interests you at all? Like, would you obviously once it comes out, once you see the what do you call it, the promo, do you think it's something, this character is something that you'd be interested in getting or no?
No. I enjoyed the movie. Grew up with the movie. I would be more interested in a Universal Soldier if they take this Van Damme and Ivan Diago and put them together. I know they did those figures many moons ago, but no, I wouldn't be interested in Bloodsport.
And now the other Will, your turn. Go ahead.
I am not interested.
Not you. You're William. The other Will.
No.
Not you. He keeps saying no. Not you. Will. Your turn, Will.
Yes, no. I'm interested.
He's like no.
But the price is the price on them are very high on these figures, man. Like the Fonzie, I like.
Yes, that's another thing. Correct.
The Chuck Norris, I liked also, even though it didn't exactly look like him. The head
400 and change.
Yeah, it was close enough for me that I wanted him. I did want the Chuck Norris too, and the Fonzie with the jukebox.
Yeah,
I thought it was pretty cool. But I think some demons are invading again.
No, that was me.
Yeah, I like them, man, but the prices are ridiculous on these figures.
No, and it's funny you brought that up because the likeness on that Chuck Norris, absolutely not. They had
too much,
two SKUs. Well, they had two SKUs, the regular and the deluxe. I was like $400 and something for this. I was like, for what? I was like, what are we getting here?
Yeah.
I was like, we're getting a base that looks like a jungle, this thing that looks nothing like Chuck Norris. I was like, I was like, what's going on right now? And the fonts was cool because exactly what you said, that jukebox, I was like, oh, this is beautiful.
Awesome. You could control it with your phone. One of the head sculpts looks good with Henry Winkler.
Right. No,
one of the head sculpts. But it was like over $500 that fucking.
Yeah, no. Well, I don't know how many head sculpts they made for the one I'm talking about, but I only saw one and it was very shiny, very glossy.
Yeah.
And I just didn't like that at all. And I don't like their final product for whatever reason. Maybe in hand it looks better, but in pictures, I don't like any of it.
Yeah, a lot of
right. Now you, William, Cody.
No.
You don't like the movie at all? Is that why you don't care for this?
No, the movie's great.
So why do you not collect or?
I don't buy.
You don't what?
I don't buy anything. I'm poor.
All right, so 1 to 10, the silhouette.
0.5.
I said 0.5.
Looks a little two-dimensional.
No, he gave it a 0.5 because he's racist. Jay, your turn.
I don't. This is nothing.
Wait, so you don't care for the movie or anything at all?
I don't care for him, his fake martial arts, and Steven Seagal and his fake martial arts, and
hey, this is Van Damme.
Chuck Zito punked him in a club one night, and he didn't do any of his splits and any of his crap. He's a phony.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know.
Yeah,
that.
he's an actor. They're all full of crap.
So you're completely turned off from this guy.
Yeah, the movie was fun when I was like 8, but I don't care. It's no.
Brad Peasant, unbelievable. Always. Remember the split and the punch.
I like our little thing we got, our clip with him.
Oh, that's right.
The silhouette, this guy. Bobo, welcome, Contra. Nice to see you. Hello. Let me say hello. Welcome.
Hello.
Double Dragon. Double Dragon.
Yeah, that Ken should be here Monday, I think, finally. They took my money like 2 weeks ago.
His first movie was Breaking.
It was not. Was it? He was in Breaking?
He was one of the...
Was he in Electric Boogaloo? Was he in Breaking 2?
I think he was just in Breaking in the black leotard thing.
Dude, we went out and bought parachute pants and like started learning how to break dance when we were kids. We were like the corniest things. Like the little white suburban kids breakdancing at Walmart, but there was no Walmart back then.
Well, have you ever seen the Vin Diesel breakdancing video?
No,
I did.
When he has a fro, bro.
Yep.
Like,
get out.
It's crazy.
Get out.
It's crazy. All right, guys, but we're out of here. We'll see you guys on Saturday. Remember, 8:45-ish p.m. Eastern Standard. As always, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
See you later, guys.